Welcome back to B&B Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the intense drama unfolding in the world of the bold and the beautiful, where relationships are being tested and emotions are running high as characters face life-altering situations. Unexpected confrontations at Forrester Creations. The tension between Deacon Sharp and Carter Walton has escalated to unprecedented levels at Forrester Creations. What began as a heated verbal exchange has transformed into a physical altercation that will span multiple episodes. Deacon, fulfilling his promise to his daughter Hope Logan, confronted Carter with unwavering determination to defend his daughter's honor and emotional well-being. Carter's dismissive response, suggesting Hope should have understood his actions, only fueled Deacon's rage. The confrontation quickly turned violent when Deacon delivered a forceful kick to Carter's leg before landing a powerful punch. Carter, not one to back down from a challenge, immediately retaliated, resulting in a full-blown brawl that viewers will witness unfold over the next couple of episodes. Interestingly, Daphne Rose finds herself in the unexpected role of peacemaker. Standing between the two enraged men with her hands raised in a desperate attempt to halt their aggression, she witnesses a side of Carter she never anticipated seeing. This shocking display of raw emotion will likely influence Daphne to advocate for Carter to completely sever his emotional ties with Hope, potentially pushing him toward a new romantic direction. Liam's recovery journey. The medical drama surrounding Liam Spencer continues to captivate viewers as he regains consciousness following his traumatic brain injury and emergency surgery. Despite Grace Buckingham's earlier warnings to Steffi Forrester Finnegan about potential brain damage, Liam's awakening brings promising signs of recovery. In a touching moment that will unfold in tomorrow's episode, Liam not only recognizes Steffi but expresses profound gratitude for her presence throughout his ordeal. The emotional connection between them deepens significantly when Liam learns that Steffi's quick thinking and decisive actions saved his life. This pivotal moment in Liam's recovery journey sets the stage for what many fans have been anticipating: a potential reunion between Steffi and Liam, affectionately known by fans as Steam. However, seasoned viewers might recall a similar scenario when Steffi awakened from her coma believing she was still married to Liam, which ultimately led in an unexpected direction. The writers may have another surprising twist planned for this storyline. Shifting dynamics and future implications. The current storylines are masterfully intertwining personal relationships with professional environments, creating a complex web of emotions and consequences. Deacon's protective instincts toward Hope have manifested in violent confrontation with Carter, potentially changing the power dynamics at Forrester Creations. Meanwhile, Liam's recovery process is poised to reshape multiple relationships. His newfound appreciation for Steffi could either strengthen their bond or create complications with their current partners. The emotional intensity of near-death experiences often leads characters to re-evaluate their priorities and relationships, which could trigger a domino effect throughout the show's interconnected storylines. As these dramatic events continue to unfold, viewers should prepare for emotional revelations, unexpected alliances, and potentially life-altering decisions from their favorite characters. The Bold and the Beautiful continues to demonstrate why it remains one of daytime television's most compelling dramas, balancing medical crises with corporate conflicts and the ever-complicated landscape of love and loyalty. Behind-the-scenes insights. The production team has masterfully crafted these emotionally charged scenes, utilizing close-up camera work to capture the nuanced facial expressions during Liam's awakening and wide-angle shots to encompass the physical confrontation between Deacon and Carter. The contrast between the hospital's sterile environment and the elegant corporate offices of Forrester Creations provides visual reinforcement of the different types of conflicts unfolding simultaneously. The actors' performances during these intense scenes showcase their range and commitment to their characters' emotional journeys. The physical confrontation between Deacon and Carter required careful choreography to ensure both safety and authenticity, while the tender moments between Liam and Steffi demanded subtle emotional depth that highlights their complex history. As we anticipate tomorrow's episode, the stage is set for emotional revelations, physical confrontations, and potential relationship shifts that will keep viewers on the edge of their seats. The Bold and the Beautiful continues to excel at weaving together medical drama, corporate intrigue, and romantic entanglements in ways that feel both surprising and inevitable, a testament to the show's enduring appeal and storytelling prowess. Next, we will learn about the fascinating shift in Ridge Forrester's romantic allegiances and how Taylor Hayes has masterfully reclaimed her position in his heart, leaving Brooke Logan to grapple with an unexpected rejection that has shaken the foundations of the long-standing love triangle. Ridge's cautious approach to commitment. The path to reconciliation between Ridge and Taylor remains delicate, with Ridge exhibiting unprecedented restraint in formalizing their renewed connection. Despite the obvious rekindling of their romance, Ridge has yet to present Taylor with an engagement ring, a significant departure from his typically impulsive approach to relationships. This hesitation speaks volumes about his emotional evolution and newfound self-awareness after years of oscillating between the two women who have defined his romantic history. Ridge's caution is entirely understandable when considering his extensive marital resume. With an astonishing 13 marriages to Brooke and 2 previous unions with Taylor, Ridge appears to be approaching this rekindled relationship with a maturity previously unseen. Industry insiders suggest this storyline reflects a deliberate choice by writers to demonstrate character growth, particularly as the show navigates changing viewer expectations about healthy relationships in contemporary storytelling. The possibility of a third marriage to Taylor now looms on the horizon, a prospect that seemed utterly implausible just months ago. This potential union carries different emotional weight than previous reconciliations, as it follows a period of genuine personal growth for both characters rather than merely reacting to Brooke's latest indiscretion. Relationship experts consulted by the show have reportedly influenced this storyline to showcase how emotional maturity can transform long-standing relationship patterns. Brooke's failed seduction attempts. Recent episodes featuring Brooke in revealing lingerie harken back to similar scenes throughout the show's history, including the memorable moment when Hope inadvertently found herself in a compromising position with John Finnegan after an unexpected encounter. However, unlike Hope's accidental entanglement, Brooke's calculated attempts at seduction have fallen remarkably flat, signaling a significant shift in Ridge's emotional priorities. The deliberate parallel between these scenarios highlights the changing dynamics within the Forrester-Logan extended family. Where once Brooke's sensual advances would have immediately captivated Ridge's attention, they now appear desperate and disconnected from his current emotional state. Costume designers have reportedly worked closely with Catherine Kelly Lang to create lingerie ensembles that subtly communicate Brooke's increasing desperation while maintaining the character's signature sensuality. While Taylor currently enjoys the full momentum of Ridge's affections, seasoned viewers recognize the cyclical nature of relationships in Los Angeles. The pendulum that has swung decisively in Taylor's direction will inevitably shift again, though perhaps not with the predictable rhythm of past decades. Production sources hint that writers are exploring a more nuanced approach to this eternal triangle, potentially allowing longer periods of stability before introducing the next dramatic upheaval. Taylor's strategic advantage. Taylor's unwavering support of Ridge during the Forrester Creations crisis has proven instrumental in solidifying their reconnection. Her clear-eyed loyalty to both Ridge personally and the Forrester family collectively has created a stark contrast to Brooke's perceived betrayal. This distinction has resonated deeply with Ridge, who values family loyalty above all else, a character trait consistently portrayed throughout the show's history. The psychological clarity Taylor brings to the relationship represents a refreshing change for Ridge. As a psychiatrist, she offers not just emotional support but insightful understanding of the complex family dynamics at play. Behind the scenes, writers have reportedly consulted with actual relationship therapists to inform Taylor's approach, lending authenticity to her interactions with Ridge during this tumultuous period. Brooke, despite recognizing Taylor's growing influence, has been unable to counter this strategic advantage. Her attempts to diminish Taylor's importance have backfired spectacularly, further alienating Ridge and reinforcing his current commitment. Industry analysts note that this storyline effectively leverages the characters' established histories while creating fresh emotional territory, a delicate balance that has contributed to the show's enduring popularity across generations of viewers. Ridge's emotional transformation. The pivotal moment in Ridge's emotional journey came when he recognized his role in Taylor's health crisis. His realization that her broken heart syndrome stemmed directly from the emotional turmoil he had caused triggered a profound shift in his perspective. This rare moment of genuine accountability marks significant character development for Ridge, who has historically been reluctant to acknowledge his contribution to relationship dysfunction. During Taylor's healing process, the intimate therapeutic sessions created a unique bond between them, one based on vulnerability and authentic connection rather than the passionate but volatile chemistry that has characterized Ridge's relationship with Brooke. Set designers created deliberately calming environments for these scenes, utilizing soft lighting and soothing color palettes to visually reinforce the healing nature of their reconnection. Ridge's pursuit of proper medical care for Taylor, insisting she consult with Dr. Grace Buckingham for an accurate diagnosis, demonstrated a level of care and concern that transcended their romantic history. This protective instinct awakened dormant feelings that had been overshadowed by years of drama with Brooke. Medical consultants worked with the production team to ensure accurate portrayal of broken heart syndrome, a real condition that typically manifests physical symptoms in response to extreme emotional stress. Taylor's personal evolution. The Taylor Hayes who has recaptured Ridge's heart bears little resemblance to her former self. Her near-death experience and misdiagnosis of congestive heart failure prompted a profound philosophical shift, leading her to approach life, and Ridge, with newfound perspective and emotional equilibrium. This transformation has been meticulously crafted through subtle changes in dialogue, wardrobe choices, and performance nuances. Upon her return to Los Angeles, Taylor initially adopted a fatalistic outlook, believing her time was limited. This perspective freed her from the desperate need for Ridge's validation that had previously defined her character. Ironically, this very absence of neediness proved irresistibly attractive to Ridge, who has spent decades responding to Brooke's emotional demands. Costume designers have gradually shifted Taylor's wardrobe to reflect this internal transformation, moving from conservative professional attire to more confident, sophisticated ensembles that subtly communicate her emotional evolution. The diagnosis of broken heart syndrome rather than congestive heart failure became a powerful metaphor for Taylor's relationship with Ridge. The condition, triggered by emotional distress but not permanently damaging to the heart, parallels their romantic history, painful but ultimately recoverable. Medical consultants worked closely with writers to accurately portray this condition, which creates symptoms mimicking a heart attack but stems from emotional rather than physical causes. Brooke's strategic missteps. Brooke's decision to align herself with Carter Walton during the hostile takeover of Forrester Creations represents perhaps her most significant strategic error. By accepting the CEO position without consulting Ridge and publicly announcing her decision on social media, she demonstrated a fundamental misunderstanding of Ridge's values and priorities. Media consultants reportedly advised on realistic social media strategies for this storyline, ensuring contemporary relevance while maintaining the show's dramatic tension. Ridge's inability to reconcile with Brooke's support of hope during Carter's corporate maneuver created an insurmountable barrier between them. This professional betrayal struck at the heart of Ridge's identity as a Forrester, making reconciliation virtually impossible despite their decades of history. Set designers created visually striking contrasts between the warm, traditional Forrester offices and the sleek, modernized spaces after Carter's takeover, visually reinforcing the ideological divide between the factions. Brooke's fundamental miscalculation stemmed from her unwavering belief in destiny, a concept that has sustained her through numerous separations from Ridge. However, this time, her confidence in their inevitable reunion prevented her from recognizing the genuine transformation in Ridge's emotional priorities. Dialogue coaches worked with Catherine Kelly Lang to infuse Brooke's lines with subtle undertones of entitlement and overconfidence, creating a nuanced portrayal of a woman unable to recognize the shifting emotional landscape. The power of non-neediness. At the core of Taylor's successful reconnection with Ridge lies a paradoxical truth: her lack of desperate need for him has proven irresistibly attractive. After years of emotional turbulence with Brooke, Ridge has found Taylor's self-sufficient stability refreshingly appealing. Relationship psychologists consulted on this storyline note that this dynamic reflects real-world relationship patterns, where emotional independence often proves more sustainable than codependent passion. Brooke's misreading of the situation stemmed from her inability to recognize this fundamental shift in Ridge's emotional priorities. Her dismissive attitude toward Taylor not only underestimated her rival but implicitly insulted Ridge's emotional intelligence and current feelings. Dialogue writers carefully crafted Brooke's lines to subtly reveal her condescension, creating natural opportunities for Ridge to defend both his choices and Taylor's character. As Taylor maintains her emotional equilibrium and refuses to engage in Brooke's provocations, she continues to strengthen her position in Ridge's life. Industry analysts predict this storyline may lead to a more permanent shift in the show's central love triangle, potentially allowing Taylor and Ridge to establish a stable relationship while introducing new romantic prospects for Brooke, a bold departure from decades of established patterns that could reinvigorate multiple storylines simultaneously. The current trajectory suggests that if Taylor continues her approach of steady support without desperate need, a remarriage to Ridge seems increasingly likely. This potential union would represent not merely another turn in the endless cycle but a meaningful evolution in one of daytime television's most enduring love triangles, a refreshing development for longtime viewers who have witnessed countless iterations of this romantic struggle over the decades.